People always ask me this question. Hey, mommy. Hey, big sister. Please tell me how you manage your time as an author, mother, preacher of the gospel, teacher, writer, social media influencer, and all those things. In today's episode, I want to share with you 6 things I stopped doing after work, after evening, in order to manage my life. Yes, my dear, may I tell you that if you don't control your time, if you don't control your life, people will control it. Yes. That's why sometimes when we look at everything, we feel like, wow, time flies. Reason because you don't know what you did with time. Yes. That's why it seems like time flies. Do you know that we are in the fifth month of the year? Before we know it, this month we finish and we will be in sixth month, which means the year is half gone. So in this episode, I want you to pay attention. If you fall a victim of any of them, pay attention, stop it, and start using your time effectively so that before the year 2025 we finish, you will say, thank God that I watched that Big Sister episode. Grab your pen, grab your paper, but before we move on, I want to ask you, have you subscribed? Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and support us. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Number one, avoid unnecessary social media. Yes. My darling, listen. I'm not saying that you should not watch social media, screw your social media, but avoid unnecessary. What did I mean by unnecessary one? You know that social media that after watching, it doesn't impact anything in your life. Instead, it left you with depression and discouragement. Yes. Like, all of us know, like, there are some social media time you watch social media. Like, imagine you came back from work, you grab your Instagram to watch something from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Before you know it, it's 2 hours. And like you can't figure out what you gain from that thing. My darling, avoid it. Yes. I'm not saying you should not watch social media, but make sure that the time you are using to watch it is not time that you should use to invest in yourself or time that you should use to do other things that will impact your life and help you in your destiny. Yes, if you notice that watching all those things is not necessary. Like me personally, I watch social media, but anything I watch is something that help me. But perhaps if I want to relax, yes, I feel like, oh, I just watch something on Saturdays, like Nigerian movies, or all this thing, apart from like weekly things that I watch to learn something. But if you just like to laugh it out, to relax, I just watch movie. And the time I'm doing it is the quality time I have for my family because we use it together to watch movies. Or if I'm doing my daughter hair, we will be doing the hair together, watching it, something like that. So do your best to avoid social media in the evening. Once you come back from work, I will tell you things to do, but don't watch social media. It's a time waster. Number two, avoid unnecessary evening gossip. Yes, I know. Come on, don't worry. I'm not saying you are gossiping, but I just want to use that word. Do you understand what I mean? Unnecessary evening gossip. Have you have that friend or sister or someone in the evening after work, you will start chatting with that person, chatting. The person will be telling you the weather in forecast in his side or her side, telling you if it's rain or sun, like, which doesn't have anything to do with you. Of course, I'm not saying you should not talk with your friends. Of course, I love friends. I keep friends. Yes, I love keeping friends. But what I'm saying, there's a time that you'll be chatting with someone. You realize that we are no more talking anything important again. It's time to say, my dear, let me rest. Yes, I used to do it even with my sister because I have 7 hours ahead from my family. Yes, my morning is normally their evening. Do you understand? So when we start chatting, if I see like, oh, they start telling me in our street today there was rain, there like something that no more like interesting me, I will tell them, okay, we will chat again. Let me do something. Do you understand? Of course, because they're my family, I want to hear what they're saying. But what I'm trying to say, like, it's raining in your street and all these things, it's no more like interesting to me, and there's nothing I'm gaining from that. and there's nothing I'm getting that is raining. So what I mean is, if you notice that unnecessary evening gossip that doesn't really help you, avoid it and use your time to do other important things. Another thing you must to do if you want to have a productive evening after work is set your evening goals. Yes, darling, what did I say? Set your evening goals. There are something I used to tell people. I remembered when I was in my 20s, I went to seminar hosted by Brent Tracy. Yes, I think like 14 years ago, 15 years ago, yeah, something of that nature. I attended conference by Brent Tracy. Yeah, some of you may know about him. There is something he said that changed my life, and that thing is power of Jonah. That you should write everything. If it matters for you to you, you must write it down. May I tell you, for more than 20 years, I have been using Jonah. Yes, I have been using Jonah. I will sit down every evening and ask myself this simple question: what did I want to achieve tomorrow? Yes, so instead of scrolling social media chatting, why don't you set your evening goal? For me, anytime I came back from work, because I have full-time job, do you know what I do? I sit down, I write what I need to achieve tomorrow morning. And not only that, I ask myself, okay, today, what should I use this evening to do? I use it to prepare tomorrow lunch. I may use it to iron our bed sheets, iron our towels, iron all the clothes that I washed that I have not ironed. I may use it like you use that time to set what you want to achieve. So don't just waste your evening. Sit down, ask yourself, this evening, what will I want to achieve? And tomorrow morning, what did I want to achieve? Write it down in your journal. I know, yes, some of you say, oh, I have my gadget, I can write. Yes, I'm not against it. If you want to write it in your phone, but one thing I don't like about phone is if something happens to your phone, everything is lost. Yes, last week or last 2 weeks, Easter Day on 20th of April, my phone scattered, like everything is lost, is lost, is lost. Like you will pick the iPhone pieces by pieces. My children were playing with my phone and I don't know what happened. I was baffled, like when I came out, everywhere like was full of glasses. Like I was picking the iPhone one by one. So imagine such a thing that I wrote important things in that phone. So I lost everything in that phone. So do your best to work with Jonah. Yes, it takes nothing to have this kind of books to write your life. It will help you that in years to come, when you go back, you feel like, wow, wow, that's what always happened to me. That's what normal happened to me. When I look at my 20 years ago journal or 10 years ago, I feel like, wow, even my spiritual journal, when God spoke to me, I will write it down. If it happens, I was like, wow, last 2 years, God said this thing and it's happening. Wow, last 3 years, God said this thing and it's happening. So I want to encourage you, I want to urge you to get yourself a journal and use it every evening in order not to waste your evening at work. Another point is, do always invest in yourself. Read book, listen to podcasts. Yes, I know most of you will say, oh, big sister, why you always talk about books? Let me tell you something. Nothing wrong to have all your degree, but may I tell you, if you check everybody or anybody you know, or if you take a research, people that graduated from university, from school, whatever, but they never improve themselves again. And check people that doesn't even go to school, but self-reading, self-improvement, you will see that these people, you will see that the people that doesn't even have certificates, but always improve themselves by reading, listening to podcasts, do well than people that just graduated. Because the truth is this, see, listen, I love school, yes, I love certificates, all these things, but you end up seeing that what you study in school is not what reality is. It's not what life is. It's not like, it's not what it is. It is. So what you read after school, what you are reading is what will help you. So do your best to buy yourself good book. Challenge yourself. And honestly, if you challenge yourself to buy yourself good book, I promise you, you will come back and say, big sister, thank you. If you are not good at reading, you can do listening. Yes, listen to podcasts, listen to something that will help you. There are thousands and millions of podcasts and audios in YouTube that you can listen that will help you. So another thing you should do in order not to waste your evening is work out. Yes, work out, do exercise. Yes, my dear, when I'm talking about exercise, I'm not saying you should go and pay for gym card whereby you know you don't have time. My dear, if you come back from work in the evening, after just eating, just go out and walk. There are people that I always dance with, Chinese people. If you may see it in some of my short videos. Yes, every evening they will come out. These are mothers that is 60s, 70s, 80s, and they are dancing there, whereby some will be walking around, something like that. So you don't need to be running. Like if you don't have that stamina, you don't have that energy, just walk out, like get fresh air, walk for 5 minutes, come back just to do some little dancing exercises like the one you may see in one of my shorts. So do your best to exercise. It will help you also it will help your mental health, and it will help you. The last but not the least thing I do in order not to waste my evening is silence your notification. My darling, if I tell you this, you will not believe it. Do you know that you will never, ever hear notification in any of my devices? Yes, I don't have ringing tone notification or something like that. I don't have social media notification. I don't have notification of anything, I check my phone when I feel like to check it. I check my phone when I feel like to check it. I don't have email alert notification. Like I silence it, I pick my phone to check whenever I want to check it. And what did I do? Sometimes I will use that time to meditate, to be quiet, to write and listen to God. Yes, because sometimes all this notification is distraction. You may think like something is happening. Somebody will be just bumping your phone with a sticker, ta 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 ta, which I don't personally like it. So in order, because I can't control what people are sending, in order to avoid those things, I silence my phone. I don't put it in notification. Any of thing, not anything, nothing in my phone has notification. So what I'm trying to say is silence all your notification. Use that time to meditate. Yes, use that time to meditate. There's a program that I did for young people. I call it as a program I did in one of the conferences that I attended. I called that program personal evaluation. If you want me to make video about it, I will make it and put it in the comments, and I will make it. In this personal evaluation video, I will teach you what you need to do to evaluate your life, to know what is working and what is not working well in your life. So I want to encourage you, my darling sisters, don't waste your evening. Yes, don't be among those that say time flies. Of course, time will fly if you are not doing anything. Time will fly if you allow time to fly. Time will fly if you allow others to control your time. So I want to encourage you to pay attention with what you do in your evening, because it's very, very important. Yes, your evening control even your morning. Yes, do you hear me? Your evening control even your morning, because you don't plan for your morning. Do you see that every day you keep wasting time on things that doesn't matter? I hope this episode bless you. If you are doing any of this, please put it in the comment and let's chat and let's talk. If you also want me to do that evaluation, if you also want me to do evaluation video, put it in the comments and I will do it. Thank you so much, and I will see you in another episode. Shalom.